We're into our 7th week on this Product Spotlight training program, and I just have to start once again by saying congratulations to each and every one of you. Each week we've averaged dozens of associates who have either met or exceeded their goals on sales of our spotlighted products. This week we give you another exciting opportunity to maintain that reputation. Backed by popular demand is buyer Don Rothenstein with lots of great information on the new smaller Sony camcorder. Then we bring you a vendor from Casio with information on the Executive Boss. And finally, did you know that one of our hottest selling products is on sale at a great price? Don Rothenstein will be back to tell you a little bit more about that. First, let's go right to the Sony camcorder, which sells for $8.99.
Last October, we introduced this, the Sony CCD TR5 8mm Handycam camcorder. And as they say, the rest was history. It's been one of our top-selling items ever since. And like most, if not all good things, it too must come to pass. But the good news is it's being replaced with this, the Sony CCD TR4. And we expect it to be every bit the champion that its landmark predecessor was. First, it is 20% smaller and 10% lighter, weighing in at only 1.5 pounds without battery. Second, it starts recording within half a second of when you press the record button. That's an improvement of over 1 second, or 66%. And when those once-in-a-lifetime scenes are slipping away before your eyes, that's very significant. Also, they have changed the focus range so that you literally get more picture on tape. And the price, just $8.99. That's almost $100 less than the TR5. However, life is not without its trade-offs. To hit the $8.99 price, Sony had to leave off some of the less used features, namely fade and manual override for focus, white balance, and iris. Also, the light sensitivity has changed slightly from 4 to 5 lux. As part of our profit protection plan, we will continue our policy of price matching only from authorized Sony dealers and to not accept returns for the item. Like the TR5, a number of key accessories will be available. Bear in mind that these really aren't necessary if your customers are to fully appreciate their camcorder. In a move uncharacteristic of Sony, the basic accessory package consisting of travel case, long life battery, and 8mm head cleaning tape will remain the same. A new wide-angle lens, on the other hand, will not be available until the January book. A telephoto lens, likewise, will be available or added to the mix, but not until the January book. A unique camcorder light that literally fits between the body of the TR4 or 5 and the battery will debut in December. It will sell for $79, and it really is quite essential if one is to get accurate colors and freedom from shadows in low-light situations. And don't forget that for just $99, your TR4 customers can and should purchase our exclusive ESP Extra Service Protection Plan. There is little doubt that this Christmas, the hot category in consumer electronics is going to be mini camcorders. And our crystal ball tells us that this item, the Sony CCD TR4, will be the hottest of them all. Be seeing you.
Our next spotlighted product is the Casio Executive Boss, which sells for $299.
Good morning. My name is Malcolm Doak, and I'm here today to talk about the new Casio SF9500, which is the Executive Boss. This is Casio's newest product in the Boss series, and it represents the top of the line. It features the widescreen display, 64K of memory, which can be expanded using memory cards, which we'll talk about a little bit more later. It also features the raised keys. Previously, the SF8000 was one of our most popular models with the raised keys. You can see that the design is quite different, and the reason for that is the keys had to become a little rounder in order so that we could fit the memory card slot underneath, which the SF8000 does not have. The memory cards can be used either to expand the memory up to 128K or there are programs that are available on the cards. For instance, there's an expense account manager, a program called Lucid 123, which is a spreadsheet, which is compatible back to a computer using the PC Link program or the Macintosh Link program. So the SF9500, again, is the current top of the line with the widescreen, 64K, memory cards, and raised buttons. The key to using any of these Boss products is to knowing a couple of simple tricks and how they're laid out and organized. If you remember the function key, the data in-out key, and the cursor keys, you can find your way around this product very easily. Basically, there are a variety of modes across the front, and we'll get into each one in depth. But we have the card reader, which will allow you to access programs on the card. Calculator, which allows it to operate as a simple handheld calculator using percentage and square root functions. But also it has an interesting feature. Besides working with numbers, it can work with dates. So for instance, if I wanted to know how many days it is till Christmas from today, I could simply enter it in, today's date. Pressing date in between each of the entries prompts it. And then I would press the minus button. It would also, in the corner, tell me that today is Tuesday. You can also find what day of the week any date was using this function. Now what I'll do is enter in Christmas, 1990, 12, 25. Pressing the equal key shows me that it's 105 days until Christmas. In business, there are a little more realistic uses for this function, but it's something that's very unique to the Boss products. We have two time displays, a home time and a world time, featuring basically thousands of cities that you can select and preset. Also, it features daylight savings time, so you don't have to worry about one time zone having that and one time zone not having daylight savings time. From there, we go into the scheduling system, which features a calendar that gives you both a 2-month display using the wide screen side by side, a weekly display to show you what's scheduled for that week. It will also highlight any day that you want particularly highlighted. It will light up a cursor next to the date, either in the morning or the afternoon, top or lower corner, to show you if something is scheduled. Then in the schedule section, it will show you what hours of the day that appointment is blocked out for. And by pressing the display change function, that will show you exactly what it is that you've typed in as your meeting or whatever. We have a memo page, which allows you to store things like letters, lists of things to do, things that are not particularly tied to a certain date or a certain time. For instance, a Christmas list or something like that. Then we have the business card and telephone directory files. They're two very different files. The business card will store the employer and will put all the employees of a certain employer in one category. The telephone directory will include the name, telephone number, and full addresses. In both the business card and the telephone number files, you can search either randomly for a particular title, or you can search for any one of the categories that you've entered. So you could search for everybody that works for Casio in your file, or you could search for everyone that works for Sharper Image in your file, or you could search for everyone who works in the state of Georgia by entering Georgia as the search data. And also we have a special feature called letter memory. The letter memory is a quick scratch pad that can be thought of as something similar to Smart Scrap on an Apple Macintosh. For instance, I make a lot of appointments with Sharper Image. So I might type in the words, the Sharper Image meeting, and leave that as letter memory 1. Then whenever I'm making a schedule, I save myself having to type the Sharper Image meeting by simply hitting letter memory and number 1, and it prints it in for my activity for that day. So those are the basic features.
How are you today?
Hi, fine, thanks.
Was there anything we could help you with here?
Well, I'm looking for a gift for my business associate.
Okay.
And I noticed that you had some of these executive Boss, and you've got some Casios here.
The electronic organizers, yeah.
Yes. We're in the electronics business.
Okay.
And we've got a lot of clients with business cards and telephones and whatnot. And I'm trying to find something for him that he can take with him instead of scratch pads or whatever.
Does he use a business computer right now, one in the office?
Yes, he does.
Okay, so you'd want something adaptable to this computer.
Exactly. But something compact that he can take with him.
Okay, and it would probably also be helpful if he had the same style keyboard, something that I was already familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What we got here, first thing comes to mind would be the Executive Boss. That's a business organization scheduling systems. They just call it BOSS for short. It's got input, 64K bit memory, so it's got plenty of information memory for telephone numbers, memos, things of this nature. So when he's out in the field, he's going to get somebody's business card, program that into his computer, come back to the office and be able to place that in his computer in the office if he so desired. It has a PC link here on the side, right? On the side there. The nice thing about this one also is it's never going to become stagnant. You've always got some way to expand this because they have an IC prompt in the side here. So you can place extended memory cards in the side, or you can also place a dictionary thesaurus card in there. For people like myself, who's probably the world's worst speller, I don't know whether you'd have a use for that or not, but they're always coming out with new cards. So it's not something that's going to become obsolete. Like a computer, it's something you can always upgrade. And it is handheld. It's very small, very compact. Fits right in the pocket of the inside jacket. Fits real nice in a briefcase.
What does something like this cost?
This one sells for $299, and included in that price, Casio does give you a 1-year manufacturer warranty. If you so wish, being a gift for a friend, we do offer a 3-year extended warranty on that.
A 3-year?
3 years. For $49, that would be a 3-year extended warranty on that. The nice thing about that too is for the 6 months, first 6 months, it's really difficult to become used to something new. So if you were to place that on a desktop, forget to pick that back up, or somebody were to take that out of his pocket and him not notice, this item would be replaced for him free of charge. So then for the next 2.5 years, if it's damaged, it's going to be repaired also.
Well, that sounds like a pretty good deal. I think he would really enjoy this. And certainly could use it in his business.
Would you like to go ahead and take one of those home for him?
Looks good. Can you wrap it up?
Sure can.
Gift wrap it?
Sure
Great.
can.
Let's do it.
Let me go get one for you.
Right.
And this month, your customers have the opportunity to get one of our hottest selling products on sale. Here's more on the Playboy line of massage videos, which sell for $39.
One of our most successful and long-running product concepts is the Playboy Massage series of videotapes. And to make a good thing even hotter, in the October catalog, we'll be offering a special package price. Normally $39 each, the limited time offer will be to buy both for just $60. That's an $18 savings. But the seasonal massage excitement doesn't stop there. We have also designed a new display holder for the tapes. And as you will note, there is room for a third. And here it is, Volume 3 in Playboy's Sensuous Massage Series, Oriental Massage. We expect it to put some real warmth in this Christmas season. Look for it to be introduced in the December catalog. And to top it off, it will be our total exclusive for the balance of the year. Remember too that these tapes offer a great opportunity for multiple SKU sales. They make a wonderful collection because each has techniques and insights not found in the others. And, of course, variety is the spice of life. Ah, but you say, okay, you're right, I'm steamed up for this year. What about 1991? Well, we are already planning Volume 4 and an entirely new idea we have codenamed Playboy Lifestyle. You won't want to miss them.
This week, we really feel we've given you the opportunity to excel in sales of these spotlighted products. That's because we've brought you products at all different price points. For your customer who's on a limited budget, there are the massage videos for $39. For your customer who's looking for the ideal gift for themselves or for a friend, there's the Casio Executive Boss for $299. And finally, for your customer who's looking for the latest in home video technology and willing to spend a little bit more money to get that quality, there's the Sony camcorder for $899. So good luck, and we'll see you next week.